I've been married twice and both my ex-husbands sent me absolutely fucking crazy.
Taylor,
Yes,
welcome.
thank you.
Thanks for donating your time to this project. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, cool. Man, your tats
Mm-hmm.
look amazing.
They're pretty cool.
Can we start off? Just tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, where did you grow up, your background.
Yeah, all right. I grew up in Ryde, Putney, like Putney area. My dad is from New Zealand, so I spent a lot of time, well, I lived there as well for a couple of years, as well as like back and forth until my dad decided to stay there and then we stayed here.
Yeah.
So then I sort of grew up after that in Parramatta. I went to my schoolings all there. Now, straight after school, I had a kid. So I've got a 10-year-old and then I've got 4-year-old and a 3-year-old. So I've got a big gap there, but
Yeah.
trying to think.
What about your mum? What's your mum's background?
My mum's from Wagga Wagga, like a full country town. Yeah, she's a complete opposite. She still lives there with my brother, so I get to go, full country bumpkin if I really want to.
Yeah.
And yeah, trying to think. Got a cat too. We love my cat.
Yeah. You get a tattoo of your cat?
No, I don't. I've thought about it, but I thought it's a bit weird if I go take a portrait and go tattoo.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, well, one of the girls that I interviewed, she has a portrait of a cat on her arm. It looked really cool.
I've seen people's dogs and stuff. I thought maybe like a cat, like just, like an outline of a cat. Yeah. I do. But that would be a random one when you're just bored. I'd be like, can you just do a cat, please?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So grew up Parramatta. What do you do for work right now?
So right now was a youth worker and I do bartending and waitressing in between.
Yeah.
And also because I'm a full-time mum as well, so that takes up most of my time.
Yeah.
When people say, what do you do for work? I'm more just like, mum, I've got those things on the side though.
Yeah.
So
And how did you get into youth?
Youth work, well, I left home when I was 13 or 14.
Okay.
And I walked straight up to Mission Australia's door and I said I got nowhere to go. So they helped me until I was about 21 when I got married the first time.
Yeah.
And because they had helped me so much, I had a lot of connections with them. So when after I had my first daughter, I went straight back to them and I said, now can you give me a job? You helped me because I had nowhere to go. Can you give me a job now? Yeah. So I stuck with them for a little bit. Just always, I guess, it was always more support work. And then, yeah.
Yeah, nice. Shout out to Mission Australia.
Yeah.
Doing great stuff. How many tattoos do you have in total?
I think it was 42 when I counted.
You think?
But I got confused because I'm like, do I count the ones that are all like, I don't know. So yeah, I'm pretty sure around that mark. Yeah. We've been to the tattooist 42 times.
Okay. What does your tattoos represent? Like?
Each time I've gotten one, it would have been because it could have been, the situation's pissed me off, something's happened. So I've gone and got a tattoo just to, you can't get angry at people. So I go do that because the pain feels a bit better than getting angry at someone. So I'll just make an excuse, I'm going to get a tattoo. Yeah, and it'll be because the week's been too rough because of a bunch of things or something. So yeah.
Yeah. So they're mostly memories.
Yeah, mostly. Yeah. Yep. Each one of them's got a reason or something. There is. Yeah. That's why I did them like that, scattered as well. Because each of them I'd gone to the tattooist each time for a different reason. Yeah. So yeah.
Which one was your first?
I've got Life Goes On here. Yeah, it's a bit old looking now. But I did that one when I was 18. My mum's like, don't get any tattoos underage and I'll pay for your first tattoo. Oh, nice. Yeah, okay. So I held out and I went to a tattooist in Wagga Wagga and I got my tattoo. And he was such a sick cunt. So he quoted a certain price. I think it was like 160. Yeah. I did the tattoo and afterwards he's like, you are the first girl that's come and got a tattoo and didn't flinch. And because I said, have you started yet? When he'd finished it. Yeah, I thought I'd been lying there for like 20 minutes, half an hour, and he's like, I'm almost finished. And then I was like, oh, and then he took $100 off, so I'll never forget that, because I was like, Mum, you got to, yeah, good. So I held out till then.
So you kind of found out from your first tattoo you get a high tolerance for pain.
Yes, I found that out yes. Yeah. That's when I'm like, yep, my pain tolerance is very high. I already sort of knew it at that age, but getting a tattoo made me realise that even. Yeah. Mind you, though, I have had painful tattoos. Don't get me wrong. I've had a spot. I think it was here, this one. This one absolutely killed when it was going down my
Right. Mostly everyone I've interviewed, they all kind of agree around the rib area.
Yeah, well, see, that was where my first one, and I
Yeah.
didn't know. And I've got this AK here, and that was done on a couch, like really awkwardly, and that didn't hurt either.
Yeah,
So yeah,
right.
I thought that was odd. I don't know. Here places didn't, but the
Yeah.
bony places, they hurt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even just like underneath where this one finishes, that one hurt too. It was just,
Yeah.
it's the spot, it's the tender spot in your body, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, depends on the person.
But what did your dad
My
think
dad
about
didn't
it?
even know. My dad, because he was living in New Zealand, he had no idea. I think by the time my dad realised I had tattoos, I would have had about, yeah, I'd had quite a few. I could have had more you could see. And
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
when he realised, and he goes, I haven't even got one. And I just thought, oh, well, because my mum's got a few. And then I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he didn't
Okay.
really,
And so your dad doesn't have any tattoos at all, no?
not one, no, he
Okay.
is, yeah.
Right. How long did you wait till you got your second one?
So I got married to my first husband at 20, and he said, no more tattoos, we'll even get that one removed. And I had nothing at all. So that was what, 20? Yeah. And then I left him at 25. I went and got the AK, and I just kept going from there and did not stop. So from
Right.
25 onwards, it's just been whenever I can go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just back to your first one, Life Goes On is a lyric from a
Tupac song, yeah.
Tell us a bit about that song or what that means.
You know what, that song, I don't know, you listen to the lyrics, you can hear in it, there's a part where he talks about people going to jail and you don't see them again, or when you lose your best friend and they die, or these types of things. And that song, I was only 18 then, and now the song means more because there's so many more things that were in that song that happened, including the best friend part when it was like, we'll have a drink and I'll see you in heaven, things like that. Like, yeah, I don't know. And then it's just weird that I put that on my body to begin with, and then, yep.
I'll go get you.
No, don't stress. It's okay. I'm one of those ones that will just go back up. But yeah.
Why AK from the second one? Was that something
I
to do
don't-
with your breakup?
No, I don't know. The one to do with my breakup was actually this next one. I've got next on my fingers, and it was Thank You Next. Do you remember the song? Yeah. The AK, I always just wanted, that was my second tattoo. When this was, he said no more, I thought, what am I going to do? Like, I had all these screenshots of an AK in my phone. Rihanna has a little one underneath her boob, and I was just, what do you mean? I can't get any more. So like, as soon as the first person, I think I went with my best friend, but she passed away, and she's like, don't worry, I've got a tattoo, let's go. We went to some stingy ass bloke's house. Oh my goodness. And there was no like tattoo bed, nothing. And he's like, yeah, just lie on the couch. Oh, okay. So he did the AK, and it came out really nice, and we're all good. And mind you, he did this one here too, and that came out amazing.
What does that
It
say?
says Infragilius in Latin, so it means unbreakable.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
He said that was weird because I put unbreakable on my ankle. Yeah. And I was more like, I did not think that way, but yeah.
What's your thought process?
I've had a few different tattoo artists, and they've all either had their own style, and I've clicked on to what they can do and can't do. So then I've just been like, okay, this is what this person's going to do, so I'm going to go here, I'm going to go there. I've got 3 now that I'll go to for lots of different, like each one of them are different. So the one who did this, he also did I think the butterflies here, right?
Yeah.
Yep, he did that butterfly as well, and you can tell his details are just amazing in those. Whereas I've got one who did this Cleopatra, and he did, not the Cleopatra, it's Nefertiti. My bad, yeah. So he did this one. That was my most recent one I just did. Yeah. So that one came out so nice, but he's so really good at fine detailing in these ones. So that's what I noticed with him, because he also that was one of his first tattoos that he did. Yeah. So yeah. And then this one's like a cartoon one, completely opposite, going, I don't even know what. But
that looks very creepy.
Yeah, it's just Cinderella, like, she's losing her mind a little bit.
Yeah.
But that tattooist does cartoons. And I'd won a thing at the Tattoo Expo, like a voucher.
It looks like she's strapped in a kind of
yeah.
strap.
She was meant to be in like a straight jacket, but the straight jacket was not getting tattooed on my body. So we just wrapped her in a belt. And yeah, the birds are going a bit Lulu as well. That's just Harley Quinn's face on Cinderella though, if you look. But he did this as well, which is just it's EST 1992, but it's the Venom writing If you
Okay,
notice it,
yeah,
yeah, because
yeah.
he's good at that cartoony, like,
Yeah, that's your birthday.
yeah, that's, yeah. I didn't know what to write straight out, and I thought what will look good, big and bold in that font. I just wanted the font, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's only done those.
And that Cinderella one, I think you mentioned that's a bit of a personal one for
Yes.
yourself.
So I've been married twice, and both my ex-husbands sent me absolutely fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And Cinderella, your idea as a girl, you get married, Prince Charming, blah blah blah. And
Yeah.
Cinderella's always been my favorite Disney character.
Yeah.
So even when I did it, my mum goes, "Oh, you've always wanted that," and I thought, when did I say that? But I thought, well, you must recognise and
Mum
relate
knows.
just as much as I thought.
Yeah,
So
mum knows.
yeah, that one I do absolutely love it. It's a bit bold and blue and like what the fuck, but yeah, we
Cool,
do.
man. What's your most expensive piece?
I would say that was that one. That was $700.
Mm-hmm.
But mind you, I did have a voucher with it, but that would have
Yeah.
been, yeah. Otherwise, they're always been around I think after that would be 300 or 400. Like that was 400. It's just, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that's about it.
And you also have a Hello Kitty.
Oh,
And,
so that one is my best friend passed away. When I was getting on the plane to Thailand, I got the phone call to say that she had died. I had to make a choice between getting on that plane or going to her funeral. So I went to Thailand, made sure she's got the same tattoo on her arm. And it's crabby, but it says AZ, so as for Asla. Yeah, so that was that one. We do love Hello Kitty now, and it follows us absolutely everywhere. And before she died, I used to be like, get that thing out of my face. Like she was completely obsessed. It was everywhere. And I'd be like, oh my God, stop it. We don't need that. No, we don't need that. And now it just, everywhere I go. And when I got to Thailand, I know Hello Kitty is like obviously always in Thailand, but it was just more so because, yeah, like I've got to tattoo it on my arm. So
yeah.
I would love to get a new one though, because because now we're at the point where I do like Hello Kitty. So yeah, that was that
Hello
one.
Kitty's going to be around for years.
That's what I thought.
It'll never go away.
My kids love that Kamochi or whatever, the evil one. I'm like, really? Cute one? We can't, no, okay. So yeah.
Do you have anything for your kids?
I've got each of their names. So Eva, and then Mariam Noor, and then Rayanne's here, Rayanne Lily. And they're all on the left side because your heart's on the left. So
That's cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I want to get a little there's this mum one. It's the mum and then the 3 little girls. Yeah. I want to get something like that, but I just haven't. Yeah.
Do you have anything on your back?
I do. I have got. All right. There's that freaking. Is my shirt all the way? Yeah. So she's doing the hear no, see no, speak no.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. And then I've also got to the moon and back. It's down the middle. Which is one of my favorite quotes. We love that one. Yeah. But yeah.
What's your plan for your next one?
I had actually booked one tomorrow. I'm getting that. The dancing Mexican, like for Halloween, like when they do the dawn, how do you pronounce it? The Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah,
but it's the Mexican skeleton, and he's like this, but it's got a moon above it. Well, yeah, but I'm taking the top hat off, and he's just got the moon and stars while he does his little.
Yeah, nice.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna put it here.
Yeah.
To fill up that spot there.
Where's that getting done?
I'm gonna go do that in Liverpool at Shadow Ink.
Yeah.
CS.
Colour?
No, we're just gonna do black because we're gonna keep this all black because that is way too blue. So I thought we'll just fill this up with black so that, it doesn't look so off.
Yeah.
Because it took a while to get used to. As much as I love it, it took a while to get used to. So yeah.
What are placements? I'm assuming you're going to get more, and
Yeah.
how do you choose where each piece goes?
I used to be very precise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I've got roses here to make it go perfectly along. I was precise about it, but then I got to a point and I was like, I don't like it. Something would throw me off, or I put one in the wrong spot. I can't remember. I think it was this one.
Yeah.
I just put it in the wrong spot. That was an apprentice. So I said, yeah, go for gold, have a go. And it just threw me off. And I thought, what am I doing? I can't, because I threw myself off. I couldn't it wasn't in placement anymore. So now I just fill up the gaps.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I also had a thing going. So this was the death side of it, and this was the life side because But then yeah. And even the roses, one rose is dead and one's alive on my chin.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, what do they represent?
They were just filling my jawline,
Okay.
but I like the fine line
Yeah.
things. And
Yeah.
I wanted to get a tattoo at the Tattoo Expo. Like if you go to the Tattoo Expo, you can't just not get a tattoo. So yeah.
A couple people have said that actually. I'm like an expert.
I actually really enjoyed it because
Yeah.
they have all different stands around. There are 100 tattooists, over 100 tattooists, and you can just walk up to a stand. You can pick the tattooist as well because you'll see their styles and like, yeah. This one, I'd walked up to the stand. I must have caught their eye, and I was just having this big chat. This bloke was I can't remember his name, but he did the cartoon voices and he sounded just like Bart Simpson. He was doing absolutely all of them, and you're sitting there and you're like, oh my goodness, oh what? Like it was insane. He was absolutely insane. And then because after the chat, and he was like, enter our competition. And I got a phone call, so that was pretty cool that we got that. Yeah. What else?
The blue butterfly in your chest, that kind of stands out for me. It's, I guess, the placement and also a blue butterfly seems to me to be very particular and there's something behind that.
I left my second ex-husband and he was another one that said, don't get any more tattoos when we're married. Right. So that one came straight because the butterfly means life. Yes. So there's that one, but then I also have the butterfly on my neck, which I mentioned covered, and you said, did I regret any? And it covered initials. So it covers one of my boyfriend's initials, not an ex-husband, because I never did their initials, but for some random reason, I don't know why, I did his. So then we put the butterfly, but I was going to carry the butterflies down so that because this one's really full and this one's really empty. Mm-hmm. So I was going to make them so that they sort of went, and down to the empty butterfly. Because that was the first one I got when I was like completely broken after and then I found out what butterflies meant, and I was like, oh, cute. That's why my mum liked them so much at this age too. I get it. Yeah.
So regrets, ones on your neck.
Yeah.
More.
I hate this. I hate this next. I don't know.
Okay.
I can't stand it. Like what?
I wish the design.
It's not the design. It's the word. Like whenever anyone's like, "What did you do?" I'm like, it says next, and I just brush it off. Yeah. But I'm just like, at the time, it seemed like such a great idea. It was more like, what's the next thing that's going to happen? There's always something. Why can't it doesn't stop. It's what's next. And then the thank you next song came out. Yeah. And I was like, okay. But it's just because it was, I don't know. That's why I put these dots here just to fill the hand up. And then I just kept going and screwed it up even more. But I thought I'll just keep playing with this one. I'm thinking of putting cherry blossom. But there's the cherry blossom, like, so when it's the normal one, and then there's one where it's the barbed wires, the thorns. Right. So I thought I could do that and mix it in. Yeah. But
the cherry blossom would look cool.
Yeah, with the tie, that's what I thought. And I thought I'd just have an Asian theme going on here, because the tattooist who does that, he is so keen to do the cherry blossom. He was like, yes, sure. Similar, yeah, exactly. And that red, like, oh wow. I think it's just my skin though, because when I've seen that red on someone else, like the same tattooist, and my skin brings out the colour. I love it.
The other one that I can't stop looking at is the girl's face.
The Soto Gang. So that's Soto Gang, you know, the artist?
No.
She is like, I think it's like anime type of things.
Okay.
Yeah, so she does that. So I had to, and it's sort of like underneath it says Veni Vidi Vici, like I came, I saw, I won. So Veni Vidi Vici, that's in Latin as well.
Okay, what does it mean? Sorry?
I came, I saw, I won.
Okay,
yeah, and it's like sticking the tongue out at people.
Right. It's a sharp tongue too.
But it's dripping, she's dripping.
Yeah. At first I thought the tongue was a blade.
Yep. Oh, yep. Everyone sees it and goes, fuck, that's scary. And I'm like, it's a Soto Gang. She's cool.
So what's the story behind that?
Oh, excuse me.
A lady with a sharp tongue, and you came, you saw, and you
That
won?
was, again, my second ex-husband. He was really narcissistic, and he completely put me in a spot that was horrible. Yeah. And then I got out of it. Yeah. So when I got out of it, I got that tattoo. Yeah. And it was sort of like, you tried, but I'm all good. Yeah. So that was that one.
Yeah, cool. Is that, I thought it was,
that.
what's it, in the US, the Liberty, Statue of Liberty.
Oh, no, it's a blade with a sword. So it's a Libra. I'm a Libra. My birthday's October.
Yeah.
So it's the snake with the thing. That was the most horrible one. It felt like, this is such a weird explanation, but it's all I can think. When an aeroplane hits the tarmac and it's like, but on your skin, like in that bone. Oh, it was awful. So yeah, but we like that one. He's got little red eyes.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
And the number on your neck, is that an angel number?
Yeah, that's the angel, the protection numbers. I am convinced I am protected. Too much stuff has happened to me for me not to be protected. No, it doesn't make sense anymore. So that's why I just put that there.
I think the universe is trying to tell me something, because the girl I interviewed last night for this project had
She had it too.
Number.
There you go.
What are you trying to tell me?
Yeah, there you go. Well, like, that's what it is. That's what 444 is.
Same font, same color.
Oh, seriously? No way.
Yeah.
I've seen a girl with it in, she's got it in black. And then I think, and one of my girlfriends has it down the side here, I'm pretty sure.
But you got that done here?
Yeah, I got that one done here.
Yeah, she had it done in the States, in Atlanta, I think.
Oh, wow.
Or Houston, one of those.
It'd be so cool to go get tattoos in different places.
Yeah.
Some people go, oh, I'm going to go to Bali or Thailand because it's cheap. No, it's the same price, but you get a tattoo in a different country.
Yeah,
like that's done in Thailand, and the 13, I've got 13, it's my favourite number.
Yeah.
That one is done in Thailand, but I'm like, it's cool to go do it somewhere else.
Do you travel a lot?
I've only ever been to Thailand and New Zealand, but I wish I could. I've just got 3 little people you got to cart along with me. It's great. When we went to Melbourne once at the airport, it looked fantastic.
So actually, on New Zealand, your dad's married?
No, he is Tahitian and Italian. Tahitian, Hunga, Tahiti.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, and then my grandma's Italian.
Right.
But like born or grew up in New Zealand. So, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Right. Because I was going to ask if being New Zealand, but that there's
so I can, even that one too, we can go get those ones as well if we want to, because my stepmom, she's Māori. So but if they do it with the shark tooth, I would love to experience it. And you can
would do it?
Yeah, I would, in a heartbeat. I went to the tattoo expo, they were doing it there.
Yeah.
And then where was I? Oh, when I went and got this tattoo, they had someone doing it in there one day when I went in, and I was like, oh my God, it is a thing. You can actually just go. That would be awesome.
Where would you get, what would you get?
I would have to figure out, see how, like, with that, it's a traditional tattoo. So you'd have to figure out exactly one that's meaningful to you. And also if you can get that tattoo too, because some of them are traditional for a sense that only allowed for certain people. Exactly. So I'd obviously have to look into that a lot deeper. Than just going and banging something on me, because that's something I would probably respect, only because of the way it's done as well. Tattoos are not just going into the shop, they go back from like way back as well.
So you'd probably, I don't know, get it done, if you were to get it done in New Zealand.
Yeah, that would be ideally. Yeah, it would make more sense if you did. And
man, I see it. I mean, I've only got 3 tattoos. 2, one each on my forearm and one across my collarbone there. One across my collarbone, absolutely.
Yep.
Like my whole bone was vibrating.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's how it felt here when I did the 444, but it's not on a bone, so I could deal with it. And I thought, if that's any lower, it's gonna. Nah.
So I can imagine the pain, like with the traditional way of doing it, the Maori way.
I would only think it would be painful if the tattooist was slow, whereas you see them doing it quite quick, and they've been trained to. So I would think it would be painful, but maybe just as the same as normal.
Just keeping the momentum, I guess. The speed.
I'd love to experience.
All right, so your next tat is the dancing Mexican.
Yeah.
I guess the question for me is, when does it end, or will it ever end?
That's a good question. I don't think so.
Have you thought about it? Have you thought about, imagining yourself being in your, 70s, 80s and looking back?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, okay.
I have already. I've got a tattoo for that on purpose. See this
yeah.
savage? I've got savage tattooed on my chin.
Yeah.
One day I'm gonna have a big double chin, and it's gonna sit here. I'm gonna be fat. It's gonna happen regardless. All right. I'm gonna be sitting in my little wheelchair with a savage here. I cannot wait. Like when anyone's like, why do you have that there? I go, this is why. Like it's not for any other reason, but when I am fat and old and people go, you're going to regret your tattoos, I'm going to have savage in all of your faces. I have none at all. I've planned that one. We're all good. Because when I wear makeup, you can hardly see it. So I'm all good. But when I'm old, that is going to shine bright for everybody.
I can see you in the bingo hall.
Yeah. In my electric wheelchair with the umbrella little hat thing. Yeah, I've already planned it as well. Make sure my hair's gone nice and frizzy by then too. Just sit there. I've just got to make sure I get big and fat. But I know that double chin's just going to shine bright.
Is there something that you have in mind that you always wanted to do, like something, a massive piece or something that's, I don't know, you've been thinking for a while but just haven't.
I've got lots of different ideas for ones that I want to do. Like I said, I want to do the cherry blossom and that.
Yeah.
I've thought of like a big 2-pack piece or like a portrait, but you know what throws me off? All the Scarface ones as well. I am so petrified. What if that tattooist, you can trust your tattooist, but what if by chance that portrait does not come out correct, all right? And it is off. Yeah, I'm a bit so I stick to the cartoony looking ones. If something's wrong, we can fix it later. But no, that's one thing I have thought about because I've seen some amazing 2-pack ones, like wow. And then like when you see people do the sleeves and it's so in detail and looks so like, but no. I sort of like the what do they call us? There's different types of tattooers. The people who get tattoos, the ones who get sleeves, and then the ones who keep going back. I can't remember the word. Patchwork tattoos.
Okay.
And you keep going back, but the ones who get the sleeve want to get it out of the way and over and done with. They don't want to go back. People who get patchwork keep going back because they like the pain for one. There's always a reason for more. So I'm just gonna keep patchworking it.
Like a sticker.
Yep.
Are they redback spiders?
Yeah, I think it's redback. I've got a really good friend that I've known since she was a little girl, and we got those matching together. So that's really cool. We've also got this one on the back of my leg. The what are they called?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but they've got lashes and lips, so we've got that matching. But she already got that, and that's one tattoo I did copy. I have not copied anyone's tattoos, but when she did that, I go, "Excuse me, do you mind, please? I love you." And she said, "That's fine." And then afterwards, she told me, she goes, "I didn't tell you, but I got an AK here." I was like, at least I asked.
If there was one tattoo that you have right now that describes you as a person, which one would it be? Or describes you as a person, as you were back in the day and as you are now?
I don't know.
Nothing.
They're all so mixed up, as you can see.
Yeah,
that's me. Like I'm so mixed up that there is always something to We're all very.
Cool. Do you have a favourite though? An absolute favourite?
My favourite. I don't know.
No. It's interesting because hearing your story, it is every piece, as you said at the start, is connected to a memory.
There's always something that's where I'm just like, I don't know, like I love this one's for like women, like they're independent women. It's just a crescent, like a woman my everything. She still is, she just is. She's the best. She was the best.
And obviously you spent a lot of time with her.
Yeah, so when I left home, I also moved to her house in New Zealand for a bit. And like, even when I was just little, she was the one that was always there. And I'm the oldest granddaughter. I'm not first everything, do you know what I mean? So she was my absolute everything, but she died during COVID, so I couldn't even go. I had to be on FaceTime, so that was pretty shitty. And I was pregnant with my third daughter. No one knew because I was quite embarrassed. And I was like, I've just left my second husband but how did I get pregnant? I'm like, what the hell happened? And my grandma only knew. And as she was dying, she's telling everyone, Tay's pregnant. Everyone's going, what are you on about? She just had the kid, like she's just had a baby. No, like, and they go, afterwards my dad said a couple of days, Grandma kept saying something so weird. And I go, because I am. And she was the only person that knew. And she was making sure she didn't die holding the secret. She was like, no, I have to tell someone before I die. And I can just, as my grandma's personality, didn't matter what you told her. She was always going to tell someone. Just when you have to let it off your chest. Yeah. It was that kind of tell someone.
Oh, no.
So yeah, it would have been like, no, Dave's pregnant. No, she's not. Yes, she is. I'm dying. Yes, she is.
I'm not gonna take it.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not doing it. I can't. You gotta know. I can just imagine. So yeah.
All right, cool. Look, Taylor, just to finish off, I'm just going to make a bit of an observation here, and please correct me if I'm wrong. We have covered it. I mentioned earlier that your tattoo is essentially a puzzle of, what's the word, your journey. But it's not just memory of your journey, but it's also you're pulling strength somehow from those.
Yeah. That's it. That's exactly right. I love that. Thank you. Yeah, I like the acknowledge. Like you took that in. I love that. Thank you.
No, that's why when I asked you if you had you did really have to know because each one.
Yeah. Like I can be happy and tell you something, or be sad and tell you something